to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
...2021, when Michael Carrick masterminded a 3-2 comeback win for Manchester. Blue horse of the city celebrated. Whilst Patrick Dorgu and Mateus Cunha may not score sweeter goals this season, Arsenal's 0.39 expected goals from open play told the story of a side who were flattering to deceive in build-up phases, once more a familiar tale for a good 18 months now. Manchester City and Aston Villa's triumphs before Arsenal's defeat means that the Gunners' lead at the top of the Premier League table now reads 4 points, and despite still both Speaking of painful second halves, the travelling Leeds contingent were in dreamland at half-time at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, where James Justin's strike put the Whites in control against David Moyes' Everton. However, Farke's men, who have bested Derby County and Fulham prior to their trip to the Merseyside, were agonisingly denied a third straight win in all competitions, as the man in the moment, Tieno Barry, levelled for Everton in the final 15 minutes. Nevertheless, every point may prove to be a precious point in the fight against relegation for 16th place Leeds, who now sit 6 points clear of the drop zone, thanks in no small part to their stellar home form. Indeed, the Whites have suffered just 2 Premier League losses at Elland Road this season, having gone unbeaten in 5 since that 2-1 reverse to Aston Villa in November. And they have scored in 10 of their 11 top-flight games on their own turf in 2025-26. So, the two teams line up as follows. For Leeds, in goal for them is Carl Darlow. It's a back three of Joe Rodon, Pascal Struijk and Gabriel Gudmundsson. James Justin and Jayden Bogle are the two wing-backs, whilst Ilya Gruev, Anton Stack and Ethan Ampadu are behind the front two of Brendan Aronson and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. For Arsenal, in goal for them is David Raya. It's back four of Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel and Piero Hincapié, whilst Martin Zubamendi, Declan Rice and Kai Havertz are in the midfield. That means Noni Madueke is the late addition to the team after Bukayo Saka got injured in the warm-up. He will be on the right side, whilst Leandro Trossard will be out on the left side, and it's Victor Gyökeres leading the line for the Gunners. That means on the bench for Leeds, their sub-goalkeeper is Lucas Perry. He's joined alongside Sam Byram, Sebastian Bornau, Sean Longstaff, Al Tanaka, Facundo Buonanotte, Willy Nonto, Noah Okafor and Joel Peru was on the bench for Mikel Arteta's team. The sub-goalkeeper is Kepa Arrizabalaga. He's alongside Christian Mosquera, Ben White, Ricardo Calafiori, Martin Ødegaard, Christian Norgard, Gabriel Jesus, Eberechi Eze and Gabriel Martinelli. So we are underway here at Elland Road for what should be a really exciting game. Leeds United in their all-white strip as the home side, whilst Arsenal are in an all-navy blue strip. And we are seeing the return of Kai Havertz, nearly 12 months out without playing Premier League football. Well, he is back now, and he is playing in the midfield rather than as the striker, taking the place of Ødegaard. As the ball goes forward, it will be an early corner for Leeds United to defend here. So they will look to power pressure on. Carl Darlow. He's taken the number one spot after a few dodgy performances from Lucas Perry. His part to play in the goal that they conceded in the 4-3 defeat to Newcastle United is partly to blame for that. So delivery to come in from the near side. It is headed away by Bogle, comes out to Rice, who heads it forward, comes off a Leeds man and back into Declan Rice. There is Leandro Trossard. Hincapié will go out to the right side to Jurrien Timber, who will deliver it in. It's headed away by Ampadu, but it's still bouncing around inside the box. Rice can just head it out to the right side to Noni Madueke. Here is William Saliba, tries to split the line, comes into Madueke, takes a heavy touch, and Leeds will look to clear with Gabriel Goodmanson, who sends it down the line. Go out to the right side now. Here is Jurien Timber. Timber will deliver it in, but that will comfortably go into the hands of the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow, who will come out and collect, and he'll quickly roll it out. Here is number 2, Jayden Bogle. He'll go back to Joe Rodon. Leeds who fully lost one of their last 10 games in all competitions. They've been absolutely outstanding recently, Leeds, but will have been frustrated to have been pegged back against Everton to stop a 3-game winning run, as Tieno Barry scored an equaliser for the Toffees on Monday night. So the ball does go out towards the Arsenal defence, of which William Saliba will just head it away for his team. Now Gabriel Goodmanson is having to deal with the pressure from Noni Madueke. He's just able to boot the ball away. And it comes off Declan Rice. It'll go out for a Leeds throw on that far side. So it'll be a throw for them. For Leeds United, Martin Zubamendi just trying to sort out his defensive position. Plenty of movement in and around the touchline, so Timber will launch it forward and Capier will get on this left side. He'll step forward with it now. Comes out to Leandro Trossard, who will come off the left flank. Here is Trossard. He'll play it inside to Martin Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Trossard. Trossard 40 yards out now. He's out to the right side. Noni Madueke has Jurien Timber for support as an overlapping option, but decides to go by himself. He's running at the Leeds defence, but Ilya Gruev is across, and that's a good tackle that goes in. And it goes out for a throw. Mikel Arteta with his arms crossed. Watching on. Shouting out instructions for his team. Ball is going to be a throw that goes forward by Gabriel Goodmanson. Targeted towards the front men. Ball just goes past. And then it will run through into the hands of David Raya. Declan Rice just goes out to the right side. He will launch it forward. It's going to be headed down. It's on the halfway line now. The pressure from behind goes out to the left side. Now it's to Ilya Gruev on the edge of the box. Tries to send in an early ball in, but will be blocked off. Goes all the way back to Joe Rodon. There is Rodon on it. Rodon out to the right channel, which James Justin will go chasing for it. James Justin won't be able to get there though, and does just run out for a corner. So an early opportunity for Daniel Farke's side to pack out that 18-yard box. David Araya just trying to get ready inside his 6-yard box. This is expecting a good delivery in from Anton Stack. Comes in, it's headed away. It'll be launched forward. It's going to go out to the right side. Can Stack get there? He can't, because Gyökeres just gets his body in front of him. He'll launch it forward up towards Leandro Trossard. He's brought down by the front man Brendan Aronson, who looks like he's playing in a front two today alongside Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Potentially it might be him and Ilya Gruev just playing in as the 2 10s behind Calvert-Lewin. We'll bring you confirmation of that. But Saliba's just carrying the ball forward for Arsenal. It's Jurien Timber out on the right side. Comes back to Gabriel. Here is Capier. Capier out to Leandro Trossard. Ball does come back to the left full-back now. And he will send it long up towards Leandro Trossard, who will go chasing. Jayden Bogle is the closest to him, just trying to stop him from wriggling out of this one. And then Anton Stack is across, and he gets a good tackle, and it goes out for a throw. Piero Hincapié will pick it up. Look at his 12th start of the season today is Piero Hincapié. So Hincapié taking his time. The Leeds supporters and players not happy at how long it's taken, and eventually throws it into Gyökeres, and he sends a poor pass back into him, and that's frustrating by Victor Gyökeres. So it will be a throw for James Justin to take. He's playing at right wing back here. Looks like Bogle potentially is the left wing back. Oh no, it looks like James Justin is playing as the right centre back, Jayden Bogle as the right wing back, and Gabriel Gudmundsson is the left wing back. So interesting setup by Daniel Farke, because of course naturally he is a full-back is James Justin, who joined this summer from Leicester City in a 10 million deal as they got relegated. So Darlow just plays it to the edge of the box where Stack is. He goes out to Ampadu, and Ampadu will launch it forward up towards Jayden Bogle. It'll be headed out by Piero Hincapié, so it will be a throw for Leeds United. James Justin comes over to collect it. Mikel Arteta, animated as always, as Justin launches it up. It will be headed out of play. And out for a throw. Arteta still out, shouting out instructions for his team. Justin goes back to Joe Rodon. There is Rodon. We'll give it to Pascal Struijk. Back into Rodon. Just open his body up. We'll come into number 18, Anton Stack. Tries to force it forward, but Gabriel will just see it through to his goalkeeper, David Raya. It's David Raya on the ball now for Arsenal. Send it forward, but his kick isn't great because it's picked up by a Leeds United player on the halfway line. Now it invites Leeds with the opportunity to come forward. There is Gabriel Gudmundsson, the former Lille defender, with it on the left side of the box. Just crosses it and it goes all the way out to the right side. Bogle will keep it in play, but tries to find Justin and loses it. It just runs out of play, and you can see there's a little bit of frustration on the Leeds United players as it was a poor pass back. A little loose with it. The delivery eventually came in, and it did go over the bar of David Raya, who was able to see it over his bar. So here is on the halfway line now. Also just trying to turn. Pascal Struijk is just brought down to the ground as he went up for a header with Victor Gyökeres, and he's just barged over, and Struijk wins a free kick for Leeds United. So here is Joe Rodon. Joe Rodon will go back to Carl Darlow. Now it's Pascal Struijk. Struijk will send it out to the right side. Joe Rodon inside to Ethan Ampadu. There's Ampadu to Ilya Gruev. To the right channel, of which Bogle will try and send it forward. That will be headed away, and now there's an opportunity for Arsenal to break. It's going to go all the way through towards the goalkeeper in all purple, Carl Darlow. Just see it out, and then he can collect it. We'll put it down for a goal kick for his side, but Daniel Farke will be relatively happy with the way that his side have started this game. Decent performance from them. As Darlow will just launch it forward for his team. It's then going to be hooked away by Leandro Trossard. Joe Rodon will win it in the air. Here is Jurrien Timber going down the right side for Arsenal now, running at Gabriel Goodmanson. He'll just turn back and go to William Saliba. Saliba will play a 1-2 with Timber. It's patient play by them. Still moving it well are Arsenal. Here is Declan Rice back to Gabriel. Gabriel with it inside the centre circle. It goes out to the left side towards Piero Hincapié. Hincapié to Declan Rice, just picking it up on the halfway line for his team. Jurrien Timber finds Noni Madueke coming down the right side. Here is Madueke, he's trying to pull it back for Zubamendi, but Ilya Gruev will pick it up and then we'll give it to Brendan Aronson, and Aronson will go down the left flank. It's a good tackle by Arsenal out on that right side. Just getting across. So Gabriel Goodmanson just picking up the ball for his team. He's going to launch it forward, which will be headed away by William Saliba. And Trossard will go all the way back to David Raya. Will just control it on his chest. Cool play by David Raya, and he will launch it forward now. And then it's headed away and out for a throw for Leeds. Arteta, you can tell that he's just telling his team just to calm down, urging a little bit of composure from his players. Ball comes back to Joe Rodon, and he will just turn back and find Carl Darlow, and then Darlow will split the Arsenal team by finding Jayden Bogle, but then he is dispossessed, and now there's Leandro Trossard with it on the left flank. Outside of his boot he finds Victor Gyökeres to Kai Havertz across to Zubamendi with the shot, but that will be comfortably collected by Carl Darlow as it came to the 26-year-old Martin Zubamendi. Set up for the shot, hit it low and hard. It is comfortable for the man in all purple, Carl Darlow, to collect just down the centre of the goal, and he is able to just go down and clutch it to his chest. And as I say, that is easy goalkeeping, but it is the first shot on target of the game, first shot of the game for the Gunners. As I say, Donald Farke will be really pleased with the way that his side have started this game. So it is going to be a throw for Leeds United. They're going to go and pack out the 18-yard box. The captain, Ethan Ampadu, is just going to drive the ball as he's going to launch it forward. It will be eventually headed away by Arsenal, and then Leeds are able to see it all the way back to Carl Darlow. Falls down to the feet of Piero Hincapié. He tries to launch it forward. Jayden Bogle will touch it down. Here's Bogle to Justin. Justin to Pascal Struijk. Now Ilya Gruev. Ilya Gruev on it now. Moving out to the right side to where Ethan Ampadu is. James Justin will play it inside, and then the ball will go all the way back to David Raya, who can comfortably collect it for his team, and then Raya will just roll it out. Now it's William Saliba, 1-2 with Martin Zubamendi. He goes across to the left centre back, Gabriel goes back forward and also tried to play it into the opposition half. Here is Jurrien Timber. He felt he was brought down to the ground, but the referee certainly didn't, and play carries on. It's back in the left centre-back position for Leeds United. Here is Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson will come forward. and Leeds can go back into a defensive position. Pascal Struijk was a little bit overzealous with his challenge, and the referee today, Stuart Atwell, gives the free kick and keep his cards in his pocket at the moment, which is Pascal Struijk going in on Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres was asking as to whether there should have been more than just the foul. Stuart Atwell, who's overseeing his 212th game in the Premier League, the 43-year-old. His last fixture came in the 2-2 draw between Burnley and Manchester United. Good omen for both of these teams. Last time he refereed Arsenal was in their EFL Cup quarter-final when they drew with Crystal Palace, when Mark Guehi scored a last-minute equaliser for Palace, but Arsenal went on to win 8-7 on penalties. And the last time he officiated Leeds United was in their 2-1 home victory against West Ham United. Noni Madueke tries to get it on this right side. Just come off Madueke and go out for a throw. Ball comes back to Darlow, and Darlow will send the long ball forward. It's bouncing around in there. Pascal Struijk will head it to Ethan Ampadu. Aronson tries to hook it behind him. Now it's with Ampadu, and he goes back to James Justin. Justin will give it to Pascal Struijk. Now it's Struijk, sends it forward, but William Saliba will head it forward. Ethan Ampadu tries to clean up. And then he does clean up, but it goes all the way through into the hands of David Raya, and that is comfortable for him to collect. And now Saliba will carry it forward for his team. Here is Martin Zubimendi. Here is Rice. Rice stepping forward for Arsenal, will launch it up towards Leandro Trossard. Bogle will just head it out of play for his team. It'll be a through. Once again, you can tell Mikel Arteta is just telling his players to calm down and to slow things down at the moment. So it will be a throw for Jayden Bogle to take. Arteta just patrolling around on the edge of his dugout. No clear opportunities inside the first 20 minutes of this fixture here. Which certainly will please the home manager. And up against this best side in Europe at the moment. They finished top of the Champions League table, so statistically speaking they are the best team in Europe. The 8 match days in the Champions League. Here is Ilya Gruev. He'll give it to Joe Rodon now. Joe Rodon will receive it for his side. Goes all the way back to Carl Darlow. Darlow will launch it forward. And Darlow's long ball went forward, and Gabriel was just caught by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, so it will be a free kick for Arsenal. It will be a free kick for Gabriel to take, who splits the Leeds defence, finds Kai Havertz. Havertz will give it to Leandro Trossard. Trossard down the left side, tries to pull it back, and Joe Rodon is there and just able to block it off. Good defending by Joe Rodon. Just getting across and blocking it off for his team. Here is Martin Zubimendi. Zubimendi up to Noni Madueke. Madueke running at Brendan Aronson. His delivery comes in. It's Justin who heads it out for a corner, and sometimes it's almost like conceding a free kick on the edge of the box when you concede a corner against Arsenal, because of how potent they can be from set-piece situations, especially from this man, Declan Rice. Many Arsenal supporters will say he has been their best player this season. And Arsenal, the majority of their players are going to gather around at the back post as Rice will just raise his right arm in the air. And then it's going to come all the way to the back post, but it's headed down. It's not headed into a good place, but it does come out to the right side, so Arsenal look like they can carry on. Delivery once again will come in. Should be headed away. William Saliba, who's making his way back into a defensive position, will go back. And then it may potentially have come from an offside position, did the Arsenal player out on that right side. Potentially just coming from an offside position. Urian Timber. He's going to take a throw for Arsenal, so clearly not. It's gone out for a throw for the Gunners. And this will be another opportunity for Leeds United to defend. Noni Madueke making his way over. So Madueke is going to prepare to launch this in. The Leeds are defending their 6-yard box. It's going to be delivered in towards the near post. It's a dangerous ball forward. Leeds are able to just about head it away. Comes out to the left side now. Jaden Bogle is just going to get across for his team and be able to clear it away for the side in all white. Comes for a throw for Arsenal. Level with the 18-yard box. It's Piero Hincapié who has picked it up. It doesn't look like Arsenal are going to go long with this one. And here's Declan Rice. It's back into Hincapié and then leads across and knock it out once again for an Arsenal throw. Hincapié is going to leave it for the former Bayer Leverkusen defender, Piero Hincapié. So Rice will prepare to send this forward. And then it is thrown forward and Leeds United are able to head it away. It's back to William Saliba. Saliba out to Urian Timber on the right flank for Arsenal. It's Timber, his delivery comes in, but it looks like Arsenal just about able to deal with it and see it out. And Darlow still being spotlighted. It's going to be a corner for Arsenal. It's a pressure still to remain on the 35-year-old who was brought in from Newcastle United in a 400,000 deal, but being honest was brought in to be the deputy to the Brazilian Lucas Perry this season. But with Perry's performances, Darlow has earned his way into the side. It's a delivery to come in. It's whipped in. It falls out towards Gabriel, but Leeds are just able to clear it away. He's back out to the right side. Now it's Madueke, dinks onto his left foot. He's going to send in a delivery, and it's an opening goal for Arsenal. And it's Martin Zubamendi at the near post. It's a fantastic, lethal header past the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. No chance for him. And it's Arsenal who break the deadlock here in the Premier League. Leeds United have got plenty to be proud of, considering the first 26 minutes they have put up here. But that delivery came in, it was eventually cleared away, it was worked back out, And there was the Spaniard, Martin Zubamendi, to head home from the delivery from Noni Madueke. And 28 minutes on the clock here. It's Leeds United 0, Arsenal 1. And Martin Zubamendi finds his 4th Premier League goal of the season. He just beat Kai Havertz to the ball, who was desperately trying to get there. But it is Martin Zubamendi who gives the Gunners the lead here. 28 minutes on the clock. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 1. It was an opportunity to clear it for Leeds, but it got recycled back out, and they were just at 6 and 7s as it got worked back out to Noni Madueke, who sent in a fierce delivery from his left foot, and there was Martin Zubamendi just to flick on at the near post to give his side the lead. And he had a moment to forget last week in the goal that he gave away against Manchester United last week. But this time, Martin Zubamendi comes up with the goods, with a header at the near post, past Cole Darlow, and he gave Arsenal the lead. So the ball does go back to Cole Darlow now. Darlow will launch it up, and Capierre will give it to Declan Rice. Rice tries to send it down the line, and it's Anton Stack who's across just to block it off for his team. So it's just going to be a throw for Arsenal. Piero Hincapié just making his way over. Going to launch it forward. Leeds are getting frustrated at how long it's taken Hincapié and where he's taken it from, because he ran forward a good 5 or 6 yards before launching it in. Here's Victor Gyökeres. He's tackled by Jayden Bogle. Just the last 10 minutes, Arsenal have had 71% of the ball, so their dominance on this game has slowly been growing. As Hincapié will take the throw for the Gunners. Play 1-2 with Kai Havertz. Havertz will play it back out to Hincapié. Hincapié on it now. He plays it inside. And Hincapié plays it inside, and it's knocked out. And then it is sent forward. And it comes out, and it will be a throw for Leeds United. Here is Jayden Bogle. Bogle will go all the way back. Bogle will send it forward. There is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin trying to bring it down under his control. He's back out to the right side. And it's Noni Madueke. Madueke. And it comes back, and now Arsenal eventually lose it, and now it is back with Ilya Gruev. Comes forward, and here is Leandro Trossard. Trossard goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. 32 minutes on the clock here. Quite a tense game so far. As it is Pascal Struijk. Struijk just give it to Anton Stack. Now it's in the midfield. Here is Ilya Gruev. Gruev to Pascal Struijk. Struijk out to Gabriel Gudmundsson. And Gudmundsson across, and the ball will just be knocked out. And then it's Kai Havertz who will go chase him. And it's sent forward. Daniel Farke just shouting out instructions for his team. I want his team to be a little bit maybe more disciplined here. Stephen Ampadu eventually brings down Kai Havertz. Ampadu seems frustrated with the decision from Stuart Atwell. So, ball is out to the right side to Madueke. Madueke to Jurrien Timber. Here is Timber out on the right flank. We'll try and cross it in, and there is Ethan Ampadu across, and it's going to be another corner for Arsenal, which is where they have looked the most dangerous in this game so far. So it is Noni Madueke. He's made his way over to send in this delivery. All the Arsenal players packing out inside the 18-yard box. Here is Madueke. We're still awaiting the delivery to come in. So the referee just slowing it down, as it's going to be a packed out 18-yard box there. We're still waiting for it to come in. Stuart Atwell just speaking to the players. So we're still waiting for it to come in, which seems to be frustrating the Elland Road home crowd. I'm just wanting this delivery to come in, but the Stuart Atwell just speaking to the players, trying to calm them down there. It's the hustling and bustling inside the 18-yard box. Oh, this is a half-decent delivery after the amount of time we've had to wait for it. It does finally come in. It's not a great delivery, and it's headed away. Now it's Gabriel trying to come forward, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a little late with his tackle, as he just stamps on the foot of Gabriel. Maybe stamp isn't the best word to describe it, just steps on the foot of Gabriel to get to cross. A free kick for Arsenal. Will be sent forward down the right side, aimed towards Noni Madueke. Goes all the way out for a throw. Just bring you the stats in the first 35 minutes of this game. So Arsenal with 57% of it, but Leeds just the one shot, Arsenal with just the two shots. So it hasn't been the most exciting game. Arsenal have had 2 shots on target though. Leeds, their shot was from Ethan Ampadu, which had a 0.02 XG to it. Certainly hasn't been the most thrilling of watches, for being honest. So Jurrien Timber tries to get it on this right side. He's caught late, and Stuart Atwell is going to give out his first booking of the game in the direction of the former Lille man, Gabriel Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson just gets on the wrong side as he went in for a tackle on Jurrien Timber. He gives Timber a hug. It is the first booking of the game, which is pointed in the direction of the 26-year-old. So it will be a free kick for Declan Rice to take. Rice comes inside to Saliba. There is Saliba, he plays it inside to Gabriel. Now Jurrien Timber. Timber out to the right flank, finding Noni Madueke. Madueke will just try and dink it forward, and it's James Justin who is across, and it'll be another corner for the Gunners now. So Once again, all of the visiting players are going to cover themselves at the far post. Noni Madueke, he's potentially getting a few choice words in his direction from the Leeds supporters. He's making his way over to take this corner. So Madueke right on to the goalkeeper. It's an awkward one for Darlow to deal with, and it's ended up in the back of the net for Arsenal, and I think it may have directly come from Noni Madueke, giving Arsenal the lead here. It's an incredibly awkward one for the goalkeeper Darlow to deal with. I'm going to have to see this one back, but it's Noni Madueke who's taken the corner. He's whipped it into the near post, and oh, it looks like Darlow's just punched it into the back of the net. He has. Darlow, who jumped up for the ball alongside James Justin and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Well, he punches it into the back of his own net. He doesn't deal with it. There's no Arsenal players around him. I'm not asking him to go and catch it from that position because it's an awkward one, but he just punches it right into the back of the net. And 39 minutes on the clock here. It's Leeds United 0, Arsenal 2, and Mikel Arteta's side, who haven't really got going just yet in the game, they lead by 2 goals, and it's 2 goals from corners. Of course, the first one came from the second phase, but it was headed on by Martin Zubimendi. This one was just a delivery in by Noni Madueke, and Darlow has got it all wrong by punching the ball into the back of the net, and he will be desperately frustrated and disappointed with his part to play in that goal, will Karl Darlow. Now, just 2 shots all game for the visiting side, but they lead by 2 goals to 0. Ball goes all the way back to Karl Darlow now. Darlow will send it forward. Here is Jayden Bogle. Bogle to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's back to James Justin. Justin will go to Joe Rodon. Now it's Pascal Struijk. Struijk is just going to try and force the ball forward. Sent across. And it's back to Joe Rodon now. Joe Rodon goes back to Karl Darlow. Darlow will launch it forward. It's going to go out for a throw. He's all the way back for Arsenal now. Here's William Saliba. And Saliba finds Noni Madueke. Madueke to Saliba. Now Madueke. And out to the right side. Comes back to Declan Rice. Declan Rice will send it out to the right side. Leeds. The late tackle comes back to Rice. Rice to Piero Hincapié. Hincapié finds Leandro Trossard. He goes inside, but Leeds can now come forward. It's Jayden Bogle. He finds Brendan Aronson. Here is Aronson. An opportunity to attack for Leeds, but Arsenal get back in numbers really quickly. It comes back to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu will give it to Ilya Gruev. Gruev to Pascal Struijk. Now Gabriel Goodmanson. Struijk to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu across to Joe Rodon. Aronson. Aronson coming inside, gives it to James Justin. Now Rodon. Rodon to Bogle. And it's out on the right side. Here is Jayden Bogle, who's going to pull it back to the edge of the box, and Noni Madueke will just boot it away. Leandro Trossard down with an injury. It's James Justin who delivered a ball in. There was a couple of Leeds players asking whether it should be a handball, but it came off the backside of Declan Rice, which certainly isn't going to be a handball. Leandro Trossard just is down, looking at the bottom of his foot, playing about his toes. So getting back up onto his feet now is he. It's just poor goalkeeping for the second goal from Carl Darlow, who's just headed it out of play. Or should I say, headed it into the back of his own net. Poor goalkeeping, it was just whipped in by Madueke. Pressure was on Carl Darlow and he just punched it into the back of his own net. They are able to get back onto the pitch now. So here is Noni Madueke. Gets there just ahead of Ilya Gruev. He'll play it forward. Gruev is brought down to the ground though, and Stuart Atwell will give the free kick. The ball comes back to William Saliba. Saliba will give it to Martin Zubamendi. Goes back to Gabriel. And then it's Madueke on the right side, pulls it back to Kai Havertz, and that's a really good sliding challenge by the Leeds captain, Ethan Ampadu. Will be keen to impress considering he came from Chelsea here against their London rivals. That is a really good sliding intervention by Ethan Ampadu as Madueke just pulled it back in the direction of Havertz, but Ethan Ampadu was across. But once again, it's going to be a 7th corner of the game for Arsenal, and it's going to be another opportunity for them to deliver in. Madueke is going to put the ball down. So, ball is once again whipped into that near post. Leeds are able to deal with it. Comes back out to Madueke. Goes back to Leandro Trossard now. And so Trossard will try and send it forward. Nkapie will come back to Rice. Rice will move it out to the right side to Noni Madueke. Madueke to Trossard. Now it's Declan Rice. Delivery to the far side to Gabriel. Hooked forward. Gyökeres. Goodmanson and Calvert-Lewin are able to clear it out. Here is the goalkeeper in all green, David Raya. Just plays it short to Trossard. We're into 2 additional minutes, of which has been a real low-key first half. Just the 1 shot from Leeds, 2 shots from Arsenal. Arsenal only had 2 shots. One of those shots ended up in a goal. The other one was a simple save by the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow, but then he punched into his own net via a corner, which will have frustrated him and the Leeds faithful. So we come into the second 45 with Daniel Farke having made some substitutions here, looking to mix it up. Well, the ball comes back to William Saliba. We'll just bring you confirmation of those substitutes. Here is Gabriel. Gabriel will step forward with it now for Arsenal. Jurrien Timber will come down the right side. Here is Declan Rice. Timber with it in the midfield. Comes forward now. And then it's back to Saliba. Saliba will give it to Gabriel. Gabriel across, and it will come out to the right side, finding Noni Madueke. Here is Madueke. Give it to Anton Stack. Here is Ilya Gruev. Gruev across. And it's Ethan Ampadu. So those substitutions came in the format of James Justin, the right centre-back, coming off for the striker, Noah Okafor, whilst Ilya Gruev has come off for Sean Longstaff in this second half. So Okafor and Longstaff on, which means, to my estimations, it looks like Leeds are remaining with the back 3, but Ethan Ampadu, the captain, is gone to play alongside Joe Rodon and Pascal Struijk. Darlow has remained in goal, whilst Jayden Bogle and Gabriel Goodmanson are the wing-backs. And then it's Anton Stack, Brendan Aronson and Sean Longstaff in the midfield 3, whilst the man that signed this summer from AC Milan, Noah Okafor, is leading the line alongside Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Arsenal unchanged, so it's Raya in goal, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber and Hincapié are the back 4. Rice, Zubamendi and Havertz in the midfield, whilst Trossard and Madueke are either side of Gyökeres, so yet to make a change in this game. It's going to be a delivery to come in from Leeds. It's a decent delivery and it's met by Ampadu, but it is a comfortable save for David Raya in the end, just diving down to his right side. It's a comfortable collection for him. Ampadu's header just went into the ground and Raya, just going down to the right side, was comfortably able to collect it. So here are Leeds just trucking forward. And it's going to go out, and Struijk will just knock it out of play for an Arsenal throw. So it'll be a throw for the Gunners. So Leeds are with it. So it's Leeds who can move it out to Gabriel Goodmanson. Goodmanson will go back to Carl Darlow. Darlow will send it long up towards Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin can't touch it down, and it'll run through to David Raya. Raya will just play it short to William Saliba. It's Martin Zubamendi back to Gabriel. So now the ball goes up towards Victor Gyökeres. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but that is excellent defending by the former Tottenham Hotspur man, Joe Rodon. A fantastic sliding challenge as Victor Gyökeres was breaking forward there, in on goal, and it just felt like he was going to get his shot in at Carl Darlow. But as I say, Joe Rodon with a last-ditch tackle across, and it goes out for a corner. But that is fantastic defending by the 28-year-old, just getting across. So it's Noni Madueke who's made his way over to take the corner. And goes Out, so it will be an opportunity to put a little bit of pressure on Carl Darlow. So Noni Madueke is going to deliver in towards the near post. Once again piling pressure on Carl Darlow, but eventually Jurrien Timber just knocks it out of play for a goal kick. Came across, it was once again a whipped delivery in by Noni Madueke towards that near post, but Timber has just headed it out of play. Ball is across, here is Madueke. So Carl Darlow is going to send this ball forward for his team. It's all the way back to Piero Hincapié. Hincapié with it now. Gives it to Leandro Trossard out on the left side. Here is Hincapié to Jurrien Timber, who'll go down the right side for Arsenal. Jurrien Timber will give it to Noni Madueke. Leeds can get in, and it's a good tackle that goes in. Madueke just caught and tackled down there. So Gabriel Gudmundsson, who has made his way over to take this throw for Leeds United. Noni Madueke will just knock it forward. Here's Pascal Struijk. Also complaining because they felt that Jurrien Timber's been brought down. He's back up onto his feet as the ball comes to Gabriel Gudmundsson on this left side. Here is Gudmundsson with it. And then it's knocked out and we a throw for Noni Madueke. Eventually comes to Carl Darlow. Mikel Arteta still shouting out instructions on the edge of his dugout for his team. Really animated down there. It's the manager. It's a cross now. And he sends it over. Now it's Pascal Struijk who'll just pass it down. Pascal Struijk will give it to Joe Rodon. Rodon to Ethan Ampadu. There is Rodon. To Ampadu in a defensive position now. Ethan Ampadu's just slotted into that back three, playing the central role in the back three. It's Gabriel Gudmundsson on this left side. He'll just launch it forward. It's a long ball forward. It'll be touchdown. Now it's Ampadu. Ampadu on it. Comes across. Joe Rodon. So here it is. Here is Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson receiving it on the left flank. He'll switch it across. So Raya will come out and collect. And Raya will just clutch it to his chest. So it's now in the midfield with Anton Stack. Anton Stack will move it out to Noah Okafor. Noah Okafor will carry it forward. Jurrien Timber just going to hold on to it. Leeds will come back. Here is Gabriel Gudmundsson. It's Kai Havertz across with a good strong challenge going in by Kai Havertz. Comes back to Joe Rodon on the ball now. Goes out to the right side with Jayden Bogle. Bogle inside to Anton Stack. Ethan Ampadu could come out to the left side to Gabriel Goodmanson. Goodmanson will come back into a defensive position with Joe Rodon now. Joe Rodon to Ethan Ampadu. Goodmanson. Leeds having more possession in this second half. There is Ampadu on it. He'll send it across. And then Ampadu not happy with the touch that came in on him. Daniel Farker just seems a little animated down there. Frustrated with something. Clearly is Daniel Farker. It's Arsenal with it now. It's Martin Zubamendi. 63% of the ball in this second half for Leeds. Had 45 in the first half. It's William Saliba on the edge of his own box, across to Martin Zubamendi. We'll send it up towards Ali, and then Trossard will head it to Noni Madueke. Madueke to Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres has got Jurgen Timber full support out on the right flank. Gyökeres to Noni Madueke now. Madueke will find Martin Zubamendi. It comes out to the right side. It will be booted forward, and here is Ethan Ampadu receiving it from Sean Longstaff. He's able to turn on the ball. Now it's Gabriel Goodmanson. Goodmanson pushing down this left side, and he's caught by Jurgen Timber, and Timber can't believe that that's been given as a free kick. It's Gabriel Goodmanson just running at Timber. Timber felt it was a fair challenge, but he did get his arm across him. He may have just gone into the referee's notepad. He has. So Jurgen Timber just having his name taken by Stuart Atwell. Going into the referee's notepad. Jurgen Timber just speaking with Stuart Atwell, having a conversation with each other down there. It'll be a free kick for Anton Stack. Anton Stack with the free kick for Leeds United. Arsenal sorting out their defensive line, 6 yards out. 2 arms in the air by Stack. He's going to deliver it to the far post. It's going to be headed away by Arsenal. And then Trossard is able to just boot it away from a gunner's perspective. Go out for a throw for Leeds. Martin Ødegaard and Gabriel Martinelli are stripped and ready to come on for their side here. Making good noise inside Elland Road are the Leeds United supporters. Mikel Arteta speaking to his 2 players down there, trying to pass on some instruction. We are going to see a substitution, and Noni Madueke looks really frustrated to be coming off. Remember, he wasn't in the starting lineup. Bukayo Saka was, but Madueke was brought into the lineup, and Saka got injured in the warm-up, but he will now be making his way off. And coming on for him is Gabriel Martinelli. I think Madueke's probably been Arsenal's best attacker today. Certainly looked dangerous from those set-piece deliveries out on the right side. And also coming off is a man that's made his first Premier League start of the season. Kai Havertz gets a big hug from his manager. Coming on is the club captain Martin Ødegaard, on for his 18th appearance of the season. And we're also going to see the introduction of Gabriel Martinelli, who's scored just the 1 goal this season. So Martinelli will go out and play on the right side. Trossard will play on the left side with Gyökeres down the middle as we reach the final half an hour here. Ball's bouncing around off Noni Madueke. Leeds can pick it up. Here they are coming forward with it now. They're stepping into the Arsenal half. Leeds United, Arsenal defending well. Leeds can turn back and go back into their defensive position. There is Carl Darlow to Joe Rodon. Rodon to Pascal Struijk. Now it's into Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu out to the right side. It's back to Pascal Struijk now. Pascal Struijk out to Noah Okafor. It's Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu to Joe Rodon. And now it's Brendan Aronson making his way down this right side. Aronson to Jayden Bogle now. Jayden Bogle to Aronson. Comes back to Joe Rodon now. Rodon across. Leeds dominating the ball in this second half. 62% of the ball in the second half, just the one shot in the second half, the only shot on target though. Now the ball comes across, and now it's Jayden Bogle who is tackled, and then it will eventually be cleared away by Arsenal. Now it's Leeds with it down the right side. Justin will look to deliver it in. It is delivered in, but it's sent away. Arsenal able to head it away, and out for a throw now for Leeds United. Declan Rice just asking for his team to show a little bit more composure on the ball. Piero Hincapié just picking up the ball, looking around for his options. It's going to be thrown all the way back. Gabriel across just to knock it out of play. Now it's out for a throw for Leeds United. Jayden Bogle is going to take for his team. So Leeds just organising themselves. It's bouncing around. And Ethan Ampadu's got the opportunity to launch this one. 18 yards. Level with the 18-yard box, I say. It comes, it's controlled on the chest by Pascal Struijk, but Arsenal are able to clear it away. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. He will send it forward up towards the attacker, Calvert-Lewin. Arsenal to move it out to the right side now. Here is Gabriel Martinelli. Ball just goes out to play. Gabriel Goodmanson with a few harsh words in the direction of the referee Stuart Atwell. There's going to be a corner here. Anton Stack, who puts his right arm in the air. Fourth corner of the game for the hosts. Can they get a goal back in the game now? Delivery goes to the far post. It will eventually be headed away by Arsenal. Sean Longstaff will go all the way back to Jayden Bogle now. And it's back to the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. He will launch it forward for his team. Daniel Farker seems frustrated. They've just not taken the most of their opportunities so far, have Leeds United. It will be a throw for Leandro Trossard, who's just going to leave it actually for Pierre Nkapie. But just in the last 10 minutes, they have had 80% of the ball of the hosts, Leeds United. There is Jurrien Timber. Timber will send it out to the right side. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli will look to deliver it in, blocked off by Gabriel Goodmanson. Martinelli holding on to it. He's holding on to the shorts of Goodmanson, and I'm not sure how the assistant referee can't spot that. He's right by it. Goodmanson's shorts are certainly being pulled by Martinelli, which is gaining an advantage for the Brazilian, and somehow the assistant referee, who's literally stood maybe a yard away from it, hasn't spotted it, and eventually Goodmanson fouls Martinelli in frustration. So it will be a free kick for the captain, Martin Ødegaard, to stand over for Arsenal, as all the Arsenal players are going to make their way towards the edge of the box. Arsenal looking to deliver it. It will be Martin Ødegaard. It's actually one off the training ground because he's just rolled it in, and then it was Martinelli left it. His Timber was waiting for it, but Leeds were able to just about read it. It's a dangerous ball sent across by Ødegaard. So Timber will throw it to Martin Ødegaard. Here is Ødegaard with it on the right side. We'll come back to William Saliba. It's Gabriel, stretch it across to Piero Nkapie. Nkapie will send it down the line towards Rice. Ball comes in, it will be headed away by Pascal Struijk. It's Martin Ødegaard who will go back now to Martin Zubimendi. Zubimendi across to William Saliba. Now it's Martin Ødegaard. He will send it down the right side for Gabriel Martinelli to get there. Struijk commits. Martinelli will stay on his feet though. And then it's a delivery in, and there it is met by Victor Gyökeres, and it's the third goal of the game for Arsenal, and that should rubber stamp all 3 points for the Gunners. They certainly haven't been at their free-flowing best today, but when they've had the opportunities, they have been clinical in front of goal, and they silence a stunned Elland Road here as Arsenal take a 3-0 lead in the game. It's Leeds United 0, Arsenal 3, and it's the delivery in by Gabriel Martinelli. It wasn't dealt with at the back post. It's poor defending in truth by Jadon Bogle, and Victor Gyökeres attacked it for his 6th Premier League goal of the season. Maybe questions need to be asked of the goalkeeper Carl Darlow, whether he should have done better in that position as well, because he seemed to get a good left hand on it, but it ended up in the back of the net, and Arsenal now 3 goals up to the good. Carl Darlow just went the wrong way, and the Swede international Victor Gyökeres reading it incredibly well to put Arsenal 3 goals up here, and Daniel Farke has responded by making a substitution here. Coming off is Brendan Aronson. It's a like-for-like change, an attacker midfielder off for an attacking midfielder, as Brendan Aronson comes off, and the man on loan from Brighton Hove Albion, he spent the first part of the season on loan at Chelsea, Facundo Buonanotte on the pitch now. Daniel Farke will certainly recognise that his side don't deserve to be 3 goals down here, but Mikel Arteta team have been extremely clinical when they've had the opportunities, and they are in a 3-goal lead now. So it'll be a free kick for Declan Rice. Mikel Arteta just speaking to his assistant manager, Gabriel Jesus. Keeping conversation down there. Ball runs through to Carl Darlow. Darlow will launch it forward. It's a cross to Noah Okafor. Okafor tries to bring it. It's a great sliding challenge by Trossard. Anton Stack out on the left side. His delivery is well collected by David Raya. Good goalkeeping by David Raya. It's a good tip on the ball, just to send it over. Got one out on that far side now. Trossard, who was carrying the ball really well for his team. As Carl Darlow came for the ball. So Pascal Struijk with the ball. We'll just give it to Joe Rodon on the edge of their own 18-yard box. Goes short to Gibson. Gibson will give it to Carl Darlow. As it stands, Arsenal will go 7 points at the top of the table. 3 goals up here at Leeds United. As Darlow will launch it forward. There is Jurrien Timber. And now it's Gabriel Martinelli. He'll come back. Now Jurrien Timber going down the right side. His delivery is well collected by Carl Darlow. And then it's going to go forward for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to chase. Saliba is just holding on to his shirt as it goes out. Mikel Arteta is preparing Ricardo Calafiori to come onto the pitch. So ball comes across. Now with it. Now it's forward. And they are preparing Gabriel Jesus to come on, as well as Ricardo Calafiori. So it's Zubamendi, he'll go across to Gabriel. Gabriel out to the left flank. Nkapie. Heavy touch, and Buonanotte just gets across. That's it out for an Arsenal throw. I wonder whether we'll see those substitutes happen now for Mikel Arteta's team. They are going to happen now. So it is number 5. Pierre Nkapie is going to make his way off. Got so much strength and depth. Calafiori, like for like change, another central defender who can play at left centre-back. And we're also going to see the goal scorer, Victor Gyökeres, make his way off, and coming on for him for just his 9th appearance of the season, the former Manchester City man, Gabriel Jesus, will make his way onto the pitch. Arteta will be delighted with his side leading 3-0 here at the moment. So the ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, David Raya. Raya will give it to Piero Hincapie. Cappe will go in there. It's Calafiori. Calafiori up. Now it's going across, and it's Gabriel Jesus on the left side of the box. Tries to play it across and goes all the way across the box. It's Declan Rice. Eventually goes out for a goal kick, of which Carl Darlow can make his way over to collect for his team. So ball goes all the way forward, which will be headed away by Saliba. Now it's Leandro Trossard just carrying the ball forward for his team. He eventually loses it, and Anton Stack will go all the way back. It's Declan Rice. We'll give it to Gabriel. Gabriel out to the left side. Comes back to Saliba now. Saliba across to Gabriel, and they will carry it forward. There is Martin Zubamendi. Zubamendi into Ødegaard. Ødegaard to Rice. Rice to Ricardo Calafiori. Calafiori to Trossard on the left side of the box. Trossard will go back across. There's William Saliba on the ball. William Saliba to Jurrien Timber, and Jesus' header is well saved by Carl Darlow. The brave stop, decisive stop by Carl Darlow. He's not had the greatest game today, but Jurrien Timber just getting the ball on this right side, delivered it in, and Gabriel Jesus inside the 6-yard box. His header is well saved by Carl Darlow as the rain has started to pour here at Elland Road now, as the heavens has well and truly opened. Martin Ødegaard has made his way over to take the corner. The Arsenal captain is going to deliver it in. It's going to be headed off by Sean Longstaff and out for another Arsenal corner. Oh, it's Declan Rice who has made his way over. As it comes back, and it's now forward, and Carl Darlow just trying to make himself as big as possible down there. As it's going to be a delivery to come in from Jurrien Timber. It's met by Ricardo Calafiori, but he sends it over the bar as it came back out. It was Jurrien Timber who's just played it across. So there is going to be a substitution here. Anton Stack is going to make his way off, and it's an attacking change by Daniel Farke. Anton Stack making his way off, and Willie Nonto making his way onto the pitch. Stack, who's probably been Leeds United's best player this season, the man in the midfield, been superb. Makes his way off. Willie Nonto's on for his 14th appearance, and Leandro Trossard is going to make his way off for the Gunners. Coming on for Leandro Trossard is Eberechi Eze. So as the rain continues to pour down here, the heavens have well and truly opened. Eze is on. Mikel Arteta still animated down on the edge of his touchline, shouting out instructions. Jurrien Timber with the ball in his hands. Just going to throw it back to the captain, Martin Ødegaard. It was all the way back to David Araya. Raya to Riccardo Calafiori. He'll send it down the left side. Declan Rice will go chasing for Arsenal. Leeds are working hard to get back in. It's a good sliding challenge down there, although apparently it's come off Rice, so throw's gone the other way. Declan Rice seems confused. It will be a throw for Leeds United. Ball goes up, it's William Saliba. William Saliba goes back to David Raya. Raya moves out to the right flank. Here is William Saliba back to Raya in all green, who will launch it forward. As Leeds United making a substitution down there, Joel Peru. Pascal Struijk is going to send this forward up towards Dominic Calvert-Lewin. David Raya will just collect it and then pick it up eventually. So it's Arsenal with it. Eberechi Eze on the ball. Eze will send it across to William Saliba, who will step forward with the ball. Sends it down the right side up towards Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber across to Willie Gnonto. Gnonto up to Sean Longstaff. Joe Rodon goes out to the right side. Jayden Bogle. Bogle will deliver it in. It is headed away down there. Leeds still coming forward with it now. Here is Rodon to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu to Ilya Gruev. Eberechi Eze will give it to Martin Ødegaard. Now it's Sean Longstaff to Jayden Bogle. Now Willie Gnonto. Here is Bogle. They play a 1-2 with each other. There's two for Facundo Buonanotte. Good tackle that goes in by Declan Rice. It's going to be still with Gnonto. Gnonto still with it on the right side. Calafiori goes back to Gabriel and he will launch it forward and out for a throw for Leeds United. So substitution here at Elland Road. Dominic Calvert-Lewin making his way off the pitch. And coming on for Dominic Calvert-Lewin is the former Swansea City man, Joel Peru, the Suriname international. He is on for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, as maybe Daniel Farker is recognising this as a game lost for them, so he's looking to just give some minutes to some players that haven't played as much. Peru has only started the 2 games, no goal contributions. And into the final 5 minutes now. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin putting a coat on for his team. Jurrien Timber with it. Declan Rice goes out to the left side to Riccardo Calafiori. Calafiori with it on the left flank, gives it to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard is able to find Gabriel Jesus. Jesus is able to spin, shoot, turn and gets his goal. Gabriel Jesus puts Arsenal 4 goals in front, and just as the murmurs were starting to grow that potentially Arsenal's title winning form was coming to an end after 3 games without a win in the Premier League, well, Arsenal have firmly shut them up as they go back to 7 points at the top of the table. And Jesus with his second goal of the season. The former Manchester City man receiving the ball inside the 18-yard box. And he, with his back to goal, was able to spin, sending it into the far corner. And Arsenal have just been clinical today. We're getting Leeds United supporters leaving the ground now. We'll recognise that they probably haven't been 4 goals worse than Arsenal, but the Gunners have been well and truly clinical here. 87 minutes on the clock. It's Leeds United 0, Arsenal 4. And huge credit to the Brazilian, but it does show the strength in depth that Mikel Arteta has, bringing on Jesus to get the 4th goal for his team. Absolutely excellent. As we're coming into the dying stages of the game now, and Arsenal are going to carry on coming forward. It's Gabriel Martinelli, tries to find Rice. It comes back into Martinelli with the shot. It's well blocked off by the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. Just as the game was starting to stretch open there, it was Gabriel Martinelli coming forward for his team, but the goalkeeper down to the left side makes a good stop. Unfortunately for Leeds, they've got another corner to defend, which they haven't been able to deal with so well in this game. 88 minutes on the clock now. 51% of the ball Leeds have had. 3 shots in the entire game. Arsenal have had 11 shots. This is the 11th corner of the game. Rice out on the far side. He's going to deliver it in all the way to the far post. It's headed back across, still inside. Gabriel will just head it into the hands of Carl Darlow, and the former Newcastle man will be thankful to collect it. But I do wonder potentially whether Daniel Farke will be looking at bringing in a new goalkeeper in the final couple of days of the transfer window. Of course, it ends on the 2nd of February. The transfer window cannot end on a weekend. It's a rule. But with Lucas Perry, who was brought in this summer, he recently has lost his spot to the number 2, Carl Darlow, who's only brought in to keep the substitute bench warm and put a little pressure on Perry. Well, he's not had the greatest of games today, and I do wonder if that's somewhere Daniel Farke will be looking to improve. Just the 1 loss in their last 10 games, but they're still close to the relegation zone, are Leeds, as West Ham United have started to pick up good form and in their last 2 Premier League games. This would leave Leeds 6 points above West Ham, but they play Chelsea in the 5:30 kickoff. And now it's Joe Rodon carrying the ball forward. It's James Justin gives it to Joe Rodon. Now Ilya Gruev stepping forward. Comes to Willie Gnonto. Arsenal are able to deal with it. Now it's Declan Rice. Rice will carry it forward out to the left side to Noni Madueke. Here is Gabriel. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Draped in all green, David Raya. Starting to see Arsenal just be a little bit more expressive on the ball. Took them time to explode into life. That first half was quite a tough watch in truth, even though Arsenal are winning by 2-0. Just 3 shots in total in the whole game from either side. So we're into 4 additional minutes here at Elland Road. Eberechi Eze will come out to the right side to Jurrien Timber. It's Martin Ødegaard. It's Ødegaard to Rice. Rice to Ødegaard. Rice will give it to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus to Rice on the halfway line. We'll come across. Here is Rice on the ball now. And now it's Declan Rice. It's a ball forward. Here is Ricardo Calafiori. Ricardo Calafiori will deliver it in, but Darlow will come out and collect it. Darlow with the ball in his hands. Comes to number 8 for Leeds United. Sean Longstaff. Back to Pascal Struijk. Here is Cole Darlow. Darlow into Struijk. Leeds with it out to the right side.